Hey there, coin lovers. Scott here for Hoogie's Hobby Shop, and I've rigged up a piece of wood here. This is going to be a pen. So we'll talk coins and work at the lathe just for a short period of time. Last weekend was the coin seminar weekend, and we picked up a bunch of subs. I count 33 new subs over the weekend, last weekend, and since then we've picked up a number of more, including 9 last night during the big show. So special thanks to all our new subs and Ken Peavy for putting on the big show. I'm going to turn this on a second. Hopefully you can still hear my voice while it's running, and we'll just round this down a little bit. Alright, that one's round. That's nice. And we'll round this one down. So, everyone knows last weekend was a big success. And here at the hobby shop, we were fortunate enough to win a couple of giveaways, including the very first show, which was Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium, in which we won a beautiful copper round that I'll show you in just a moment, which was a commemorative round of the ill-fated trip of the Titanic. Maybe y'all have heard of the Titanic. You can hear the bearing is not turning good. There we go. That old bearing is awfully tight. So we won the copper round from Reiser, and he also threw in a special prize, which we'll take a look at. Now, Reiser does a lot of metal detecting, and being a metal detector, you have to be prepared for everything. And by the way, this is going to be the top of the pen. This will be the business end of the pen, the writing end. Let's take that on down. It's a little different shape, kind of a taper. Hopefully you guys can see this and hear my voice. Look at that, it's not quite so glorious here. This pen's going to be made of padauk. Padauk is a tropical wood. I don't know where it comes from, maybe Zaire, places like that. The thing about padauk is that it represents power. It is raw power. The kind of power that in the wrong hands can be bad news. There we go. Yeah, it's starting to look a little bit better. We'll get that like that. Just a pinch. Now, I don't want to get any smaller than those bushings are on any of the points. So I just roll that around to there, to there. To make this one look like the other one. Like that. Okay. Put that down nice and tight. Okay. Do a little shear straight there, maybe. You wood turning people, hide your eyes. We can do better, I know. Now, we'll get that going like that. A little bit of cleanup there. And that is just about it. Now, the most boring thing in the world to watch is to watch somebody sand. But if you look closely, you can see tiny lines on this wood. The those are lathe lines, just like those pennies that get lathe lines from the dies that are not polished out. I'll sand this, I'll polish it, I'll put some finish on it, and then we'll press it together and it'll be a pen. But this is going to be a bonus to whoever wins the grand prize. Now pardon me while I shake you guys around with the camera, and we'll move to over here. Alright, I'll take off these glasses. So we've got a start on our prize already. I was talking about Reiser. Now Reiser threw in this wonderful copper round. It's just pure copper, I think 0.999 or something copper, and these have become popular these days. You see the copper rounds all over. This one commemorates the Titanic, as I said. And if you want to hear a cool way of explaining the story of the Titanic, check out Reiser's show that he did last Saturday, which was the kickoff to the seminar weekend, and listen to him tell it, because he's a great storyteller. And you'll even hear that haunting horn sound that sound just like probably the Titanic ship did when they got in trouble, and gives me the creeps just thinking about it. So special thanks to Reiser there, and he also has a bonus. Like I said, he's prepared for everything, and he threw in the special Reiser Hunting Treasure Emporium survival packet of toilet tissue. And like you get yourself one of these, and do like Hoogie, and always be ready when you're in the woods for whatever reason. We also won a prize from Mr. Joe Durbin. Joe did his very first live stream ever right there on the coin seminar, and you know, I really enjoyed it. It was like hanging out. I sent in the email. It's like hanging out with a good neighbor, you know, just as relaxed and comfortable as can be. And he sat there and talked about coins. He explained. Let's move the scene here over to here. First of all, we'll take one look at the Reiser Titanic copper round. It's a beautiful thing, big old thing, and it came in this handy capsule to keep it protected. Those proof coppers are very prone to getting printed up. And Joe talked about small and large date 1960 pennies, and there we go. And this looks to me like large date here on the left, that one, and small date over here. And if you want to learn more about that, check out Joe's broadcast that he did last weekend. He made it really simple. The key, he says, is in the sixes, so check that out, and then you'll know too. We're giving away today 2 prizes, and I'm going to move those carefully so I don't touch them with my fingers, except on the edges maybe. Alright, this is going to be part of the grand prize. You guys know him, the most handsome, ever popular Dwight D. Eisenhower, and is still in the cellophane pack for the Blue Ike series. Blue Ikes ran from what, 71 through 74, was it? And they are 40% silver. They're made as uncirculated coins. They're not made as proofs. The brown Ikes are made as proofs, but 40% silver and pretty darn handsome too, in really good shape, still in the cellophane. There we have it. Our second prize will also be a Blue Ike, probably a 73 Blue Ike, which I still haven't pulled it out here to the shop. But Blue Ike for first prize and second prize. First prize gets Blue Ike and the padauk pen that you guys just saw me roughing out at the lathe just a moment ago. Now, you say, how do I win these prizes? Well, we're doing a recorded stream. It's not that Hoogie's afraid of live streaming. Live streaming has a lot of moving parts, though. And hey, Hoogie's not afraid of anything. A wise master once said, not to fear. Actually, he said, fear not. Fear leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Oh wait a minute, that was Yoda that said that. Never mind. What you got to do? Win the grand prize is right here. It's been raining. Yesterday we got some rain and cooled things down about 12 degrees. Got all the way down to 86 in the afternoon, so that was pretty good. Here we have a coin. You can see the mint mark. You can see the fletches on the arrow. You can see checkpoint A, B, and C. I can tell you right now this is not an 1878 coin, but you tell me the date and mint mark of this coin. Be the first to put the answer in the comments below, and you win the grand prize, which is the 72 Blue Ike in the cellophane, plus the padauk handmade writing pen. And you must promise to use it wisely, because the pen is mightier than the sword. So tell me the date of this coin. This coin actually is a special one. Many of these were found in the GSA hoard. As I mentioned last week, fully 84% of the coins minted in this year from this mint ended up in the GSA hoard and were stuck in a vault for like 80 years. So we talked about that last week, and I actually even mistakenly put this coin on camera last weekend. That was going to be our quiz coin last week. But like many things, something went awry, and I showed it inadvertently. Now, the second prize, I'm going to change the scene here, back to the shop again. Second prize, to win it, you need to tell me something that's not even coin related. And as soon as I get my things together, you need to tell me who is the original composer of this here song. It's been sitting here in the humid shop. Okay, yeah, I think we can kind of row it. The song goes something like, Blue Ike's crying in the rain. Who's the original composer of the song that we call Blue Ike's Crying in the Rain? Put it in the comments below and win second prize. Be the first one to get the answer correct. You'll win a Blue Ike 1973 that's in equally good shape as this one, by the way. I just didn't drag it out to the shop. Oh, there's one more thing I meant to say before we go. I also won another wonderful coin from Joe. This is a slabbed certified PCGS 68 red 1968 S. Look at that baby, the 68S, and it is so gleaming that it's difficult to even photograph. But special thanks to Joe for that beautiful coin right there too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the seminar weekend as much as we did, and we'll be looking forward to doing that one again. I'm going to finish up this pin, and like I say, watching somebody sand is one of the more boring things on the earth. But if you'd like to, I guess I'll just move the camera back over there and you can watch if you like. Otherwise, we'll see you coin lovers next time, and take care of yourself, take care of your coins, and take care of the coin community. Let's go over back to the lathe. Well, maybe we'll turn up some music too. Let's see here. Now, get that on there. Okay. I'm going to turn the music up just a little bit. This is my brother on the guitar. Put him on. Okay. Some safety glasses. Pull this out of the way. Pull up some sandpaper. Just even that up. Stop. Now we have finer lines. We'll just do like this. Try to eliminate the major lines of those. Set that to the side. Clean off some of the dust. We'll move up to the next grit paper, which is a 240. So, turn it down a little bit. Alright. 240. 240. Now we'll move to 320. See how exciting this is? 320. That's very nice. And now we're going to start really working on those lines. Make sure they are completely obliterated. Let's get a little one right in there. Not too bad now. Remember, this is the top of the pen. This is the writing end of the pen. Alright, 400, we're almost done with the seam. 400 grit. Come right up. Give it a little feel as we go along. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's not going to catch my fingers. It's more likely to catch the paper. Flip the paper out. That's pretty good. Now we'll turn it up to full speed, which is 3255, 3253 RPMs. We'll hit it with a Scotch Brite. It brings out the oil a little bit. Remember, padauk has lots of natural oil in it. It's looking pretty good. Okay, do like that. Try to clean off some of that stuff. May break out the tack rag this time. So you have to readjust to it still. Alright. Very quickly, we'll put a finish on it. Looking at the lathe. Usually a very relaxing thing. One day I was at the lathe, and it was a Saturday afternoon, and a name came to mind. The boy I went to school with, his name was Herbie, and I thought to myself what his name was. Herbert C. Carroll, and his last name Jr. And I thought, where did that come from? I hadn't thought of that name in I don't know how many years. And I laughed and went on about my business. At dinner time that night, the phone rang, and who do you think was on the phone? It was him. He was calling to tell me a friend of ours that we grew up with had passed away. Mysteriously, had a heart attack at 38 years old. And he was gone. But that was one of those numinous moments. Not numismatic, but numinous moments. And we're we're starting to look pretty good. This is just shellac here. This is, we're going to build the shellac up a little bit. You can do that with shellac. Before it cures, you can build it up thick to protect the wood. I'm going to get that up real fast. And this actually dries it and polishes it at the same time. Nice soft cloth. The danger here is the cloth folding around the work and flipping. But we don't have to worry about that. It's not going to happen to Hoogie. Yeah, I see a little place there I could have gotten earlier on. It's a little late for that now. We would end up milling away our wood if we go after that now. Okay, that's looking good. Give it a one-touch test. Let's buff it out a little bit more. These things, I rarely ever sell these. Probably should. There it goes. And there it goes. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, maybe we do need to worry about that. Okay. This is where you wish you could edit the thing. Alright. Polish that up. We will, as they say, call it good. Now, put some wax in there. We've had such good luck with it so far. Why not? Dark wax. This is Carnauba wax blend. Put that on there. Smear it around, polish it up. Yep, and so now we're starting to get some shininess to it. I'm going to reach over here. We have some really fine polish. Check that out. See how? Yep, that's good. And take just a tiny bit of this really fine polish. Put that on there. Good. Grab my cleaners, dirty shirts, okay? And there it is. There is that. Move the turning chisel. Did that whole thing with one turning tool. It was a spindle roughing gouge. I'm sorry, it was a spindle gouge, no spindle roughing gouge. We get in the habit of saying spindle roughing gouge because people use spindle roughing gouges to find bowls and end up with very dramatic and painful injuries. Okay, let's work right here on this part. You can still see? Yeah. You can still see, there's our pins. They are free, loose on that little spindle. And we have this thing, it works kind of like a pecan cracker. Down south we call them pecans. I don't know what they call them up north, I never go there anymore. And we'll start with the top end. I'm going to put that right there so I don't lose it. This morning I actually lost that Morgan coin that's in the giveaway over there. I had put it in the album in the wrong hole. Turned the whole office upside down looking for that thing. Just carrying on. It's a good thing I didn't live in Myrtle Beach, because Myrtle Beach has that cussing ordinance up there. I'd ended up in jail. I was in Myrtle Beach this week, and I learned about the cussing ordinance. They have so many scuffles and fights and junk going on in Myrtle Beach now that they've tacked on the cussing ordinance so that the police there can actually have another charge to charge people with. All right, we'll press that in. That's pretty close right there. Need a little bit more pushing power. All right, get off of there. All right, starting to look like a pen now. And I have just a little bit of that wax residue in the pen. Next thing is the part I can't find. Here it is. This is the transmission. Transmission. That's the way Johnny Cash says it. In one piece at a time. He said the transmission was a 73. Engine turned out to be a 63. So I'll put this in here. Squeeze them together with the nutcracker-like device right to that little mark. That should be enough. Let's check here. Make sure our transmission is transmitting. Well, it does move. It doesn't have a thing in it. All right, this is the ink down here where you can kind of see it. This is the ink. It goes into here, and it's a regular cross brand refill. So to the winner, if your ink runs out, get yourself a cross refill. I'll look around and see if I have one here. And it screws in right there, just like that. And then you can, something to protect the pen while that wax continues to cure. It's dry, but it's good. I don't want to touch it. So our transmission is working. It retracts all the way. It goes out all the way. So that's good. Everything is cool there. We don't have to put it back on the pecan cracker. And we'll put the little trim ring on, like that. And we'll put the top right over the thing. And there it is. To the winner. Hold it up close. You can kind of see it. There's the padauk handmade pen. Going out to the winner, the grand prize winner of today's giveaway. Like I say, padauk is representative of raw power. So use the pen wisely. The pen is mightier than the sword, and it was never more so than it is with the padauk handmade pen, straight from Hoogie's Hobby Shop. Congratulations to the winner. Let's flip this up to here. Hopefully it's not too sideways. Y'all can see me. Okay, folks, so there you have it. It's Labor Day morning here at Hoogie's Hobby Shop. Special thanks again to Reiser and to Joe Durbin. We'll see both of you guys and all of you others around on the tube. Until then, I'm Scott for Hoogie's Hobby Shop. And watch this. Looks like the Joker's lair. There we go. Where's my cranberry juice? I'm thirsty. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Didn't do that next time when I had to do it. Okay, folks. Have a great day. Happy Labor Day.